Construction Review Weekly Roundup on construction news in Africa. In this week, Gigawatt Global to invest $2 billion in generating 1,000 megawatts of solar power for Africa. Kenya to rehabilitate the Nairobi-Mombasa petroleum pipeline. Mauritania plans to undertake 7 new solar power projects. Italy and Algeria to partner in the GALSI gas pipeline project. Sunon to venture into coal power production in Ghana. And from the events desk, the second annual Africa Hotel Expansion Summit 2015 kicks off on 12 February in Dakar, Senegal. Welcome, I'm Yvonne Andiva. We now begin our news where a Dutch company, Gigawatt Global, is set to spend about $2 billion in generating 1,000 megawatts of solar power by 2020 to help Africa end its current persistent power shortages. Gigawatt has said that the power project will start in East Africa, where the largest photovoltaic field will be built in Rwanda. Burundi is one of the other countries expected to benefit when this facility is expanded. The photovoltaic plant will help serve electricity to 11 million people in Rwanda. It will cost 23 million and generate 8 megawatts. Gigawatt Global is a single source for financing, technology, and strategic planning firm. They have already signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Energy and Mines for the solar power plant, which is also expected to cut down expenses incurred from diesel power generation. We now take a look at Kenya. The Nairobi-Mombasa petroleum pipeline will be rehabilitated following the discovery of major flaws affecting transmission. Internal and external metal loss defects were discovered in a latest inline inspection of the pipeline using the magnetic flux leakage technique, and these have affected structural integrity and safety, according to the Kenya Pipeline Company. KPC is now seeking a contractor to carry out major repair works. Other than ruptures, the 14-inch petroleum pipeline is experiencing massive corrosion in some sections, which have been causing partial blockages and weakening seams on the pipeline. Rehabilitation will involve repairing line 1, and repairs will be done in a careful manner to avoid any kind of disruptions in the current transportation of petroleum products from the coastal region. Kenya also plans to build a new pipeline to complement and eventually replace the existing one, a tender awarded to Lebanon's company Zahem International. We head over to North Africa now. Mauritanian government has signed a deal with the UAE-based company Masdar for the production of more solar energy from 7 photovoltaic projects. The projects will generate a total capacity of 12 megawatts and are set to be completed in the first quarter of 2016, with each plant expected to produce 30% electricity demand of its host town. According to Masdar, the solar power project will provide clean and reliable energy to most towns in the country and save the country of 6 million liters of diesel consumed per year and 16,134 tons of carbon dioxide emissions annually. Once complete, the project will provide sustainable energy solutions. It will also reduce the cost of operating diesel generators as a way of generating electricity for local consumption. Masdar will work closely with local suppliers, contractors, and Mauritania electricity company Somelec during the planning and delivery of its second power plant project in the country. We now move over to Algeria. Italy has agreed to continue with a 2.5 billion GALSI gas project, which will allow Algeria to supply gas to northern Italy and Europe through a pipeline connection. The new partnership was agreed upon by the Algerian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ramazani Lamamara, and Italy's Paolo Gentiloni during a working visit to Algeria. GALSI will transmit 8 billion cubic meters per year, and Algeria owns 41.6% of the project. Established in 2003, GALSI is a gas pipeline owned by Sonatrach, Edison, Ellen, and Hera Group and will stretch off 837 kilometers. Approximately 565 kilometers of the pipeline will be offshore across the Mediterranean Sea and 272 kilometers onshore. And now from West Africa, Sunon is set to start using coal to generate power in Ghana, the company's chief executive officer, Togbe Afede, has revealed. According to him, the current power demands in the country require other means of generation to eradicate deficit. He said feasibility studies on the coal power production project were underway in a plant expected to produce 700 megawatts in the first phase. He also confirmed that plans to ensure generation of 1,200 megawatts in phase 2 were underway. For several years now, Ghana has suffered unreliable power supply that affected businesses. Tema Harbour coal store owners have also expressed frustration with lack of power. However, President John Mahama has assured that Ghana will soon come out of the energy crisis it is experiencing, since some key power plants in the country will soon be revived to complement the ones in operation. We conclude our news now as we focus on the events desk, where Senegal will, beginning 12 February, host the second annual Africa Hotel Expansion Summit 2015 at the Radisson Blu Hotel in Dakar. NOPAN's Africa Hotel Expansion Summit will gather developers, investors, regulators, construction companies, architects, solution providers, financial institutes, and associations in a focused 2-day program designed to enhance business. The event will conclude on 13th February. Numerous hotel chains have announced ambitious expansion plans for the coming years, and every month new developments and projects are published. In the past 5 years, the sub-Saharan region saw a growth of over 84% in the number of hotels deals signed at the beginning of 2014. Over 40,000 rooms were in the development pipeline. West Africa is booming, especially with Nigeria, Ghana, and Senegal in the top 10 of growth markets for the hospitality sector. Thank you for listening to our news on construction news around Africa. Remember to log on to our website www.constructionreviewonline.com for more details on this and other construction news. Until next week, I'm Yvonne and